What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this video, we are going to create dimension on our model. Okay, creating dimension from your quick access toolbar, you can click this icon. Okay, if you click that, you'll be able to see the dimension panel, which contains several options wherein you can create align dimension, linear dimension, angular dimension, radial, diameter, arc. You can even put a spot elevation, coordinate, and the slope. Okay, so for this one, I'll be using aligned. Okay, so another way to access your dimension tool is going to annotate, and then looking on the dimension, you can see the options here too. Okay, so let's say I'm going to put dimensions on my lighting fixtures. So I'm going to select aligned here. Shortcut for that is AL. So I mean DI, so there's the DI there. AL is for align, so align dimension is DI, so you can type DI, just click that. And let's say I want to reference that here on my grid, so I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to pick another point, click, and then I'm going to put it here. Pick another point outside to place your dimension, and then I select here, modify. So if you want to customize your dimension, you want to change the color, you want to change the properties of your dimension, you want to change the height. So what you can do, just click the text and then go to properties. And then here on the properties, instance properties, you can see linear dimension style. So 3/32" Arial. So that's the current dimension style. So you can click the drop down arrow here to see the other options available. Now, if you want to customize, you can create your own style. So you can select your edit type, click that one, and then after that, here's the type that you're currently using. So you can duplicate that. So let's say I want to create a custom dimension. Yeah, okay, and then I'll select here okay. There you go. So you are now editing custom dimension. So you can modify the graphics, you can modify the text here, you can modify the primary units, the units format, alternate units, and other options here. So let's say I want to change the height. So the text size here on my text parameters, so I can change that. So let's say 2 mm. Okay, so 2 mm, and then I'll just click here, and then automatically Revit will convert that to inches. Why? Because our current unit is in imperial units. So if you are going to use metric unit, so make sure you include the unit of measurement. So if it is 100 mm, so you type mm. Okay, so you can specify text size there. Text offset, you can also change this. So let's say I want 0.5 mm, and then just click again here, so it will be converted. So let's have a look on how it looks like for our custom dimension with 5/64 and 5/256 text size and text offset parameters. So I'm gonna select here okay. Okay, so this is now how it looks like. So that's our custom. Okay, so it's now added here on our list. So I can still further modify that by selecting edit type. So say for example I want the text offset to be 0.1 mm. I apply here, and there you go, see. And let's say for the size, I want 1.5 mm. I'll select here apply. There you go. And then let's say I want to change the tick mark there. So you call this tick mark. So the tick mark, the leader type here is arc. Sorry, this one, the tick mark. So I'll change the tick mark to say for example 3/64 diagonal, and then I apply. There you go. So it's now changed. I can also change the dimension line extension. So say for example 3/64 of an inch. And then I select here apply, how it looks like. There you go, see, it changed the length here. What else? Extension. So witness line extension. So I'm guessing this is that one, this extension here. So I'll change the witness line extension to, say, for example, 3/62 of an inch, and then I'll just click here to update the witness line extension value. And then after that, select apply, and there you go, it's now changed there. So say, for example, I want to change the color of my text, this one. So I select that. So let's say blue, red. So I select OK, and then I select apply, and then select OK, and then click outside. There you go. So that's how you customize your text. You can create your own text dimension style. So I'm going to select this because I want to continue dimensioning these lighting fixtures. Okay, so I'm gonna select that, and then there's an option here, witness lines. So select edit witness line, just click that one, and then you will now be able to continue your dimensioning. So let's click here, click another point. So let's click another point here, and then I'm going to snap there. And then once you're done, just click outside to place your dimension, and then just select here, modify. Okay, so there's my dimension. So let's say you want to lock this dimension here. So you can click the dimension, and then there's a lock icon here. So you can click that. So it's now locked to 8 feet and 8/2 inch. Okay, so it's now locked on that dimension. So if I try to grab this, and then I'll drag this towards this side here, you see, so it says that there is a constraint error. Error cannot be ignored. Constraints are not satisfied, because we already locked that to a 8 feet value. So in order for you to modify this lighting fixture, so you need to remove the constraint. Okay, which is, I'm not going to do, so I'll just cancel this. So I'm just showing you that you can lock the dimension there. Okay, because usually if it is not unlocked, if I click the lighting fixture, I can just simply drag that, and then you see it will adjust automatically, right? And then you can also click that dimension to change. Okay, if you click outside, it will deselect your dimension or your elements. So I'm going to select this lighting fixture, because let's say I want this to be 14 feet. Okay, so if I want to do that, I don't click that text and then click again, because you can just override the dimension text. So you can just change, replace with text. So that is not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to change the value or the distance. So I do not want to override this and change it to a text. Okay, if you want to override, change to text, just click that, click again, then you can edit the text, right? But if you want to change the dimension, the distance, so you click the lighting fixture, and then once it becomes temporary dimension becomes color blue. So you can click that, and there you go. So you can change. So let's say you want 14 feet. Just type 14 because our unit is already in feet and inches. Revit will read it as feet already. So I'll just enter. There you go. Okay. So say you want to change the distance of this lighting fixture to this to like 14. So I'll change. I click this, click that dimension, and then 14. There you go. Okay, so let me just put dimension again on the lighting fixtures here. So I just click the dimension here, align dimension. I'll use the 3/32 inch aerial. So I'm gonna click here. I click this one. I can just click continuously like that, and like this one, and then I'll just click outside. There you go. And then I'll select here, modify. Okay. Alright, so that's how you place your dimension. So if you have time, you can also explore placing linear dimension, angular if you want to check the angle. So say, for example, I want to check the angle of this one. Obviously, this is 90 degrees, but I just want to try. So I select here, angular dimension. I want to put a dimension there. Click, then click again. There you go. Then click outside to place your dimension. Alright. Okay, so you can also check the radius, diameter, the arc length, and if you want to put the spot elevation, spot coordinate, and spot slope, you can use these tools. Okay, so hopefully you learned something from this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.